Okay, 6AA. This is one of the ones that is, I think, the most looked at throughout the whole year for the Metro, at least. This is the one that people care about.
The whole state, Danny. The whole state cares about this.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's get started.
Wherever Edina goes, people follow.
That's true.
It's amazing. You should see our TikTok. For Eddie, we could put I could put Edina on a sheet of paper, and the TikTok will get 5,000 views.
Yeah.
I just wrote Edina out, and it was like, oh.
If I say, like, Edina. Edina.
Our Bemidji 12A video, like our teams to watch, it can't get over 1,000. It's brutal. Like there's something about Bemidji. Jazz and I just laugh. I go, if we just rename the Bemidji video to Edina, it'll be like 20,000 views.
This is funny, Tony, because when I see like a team to watch, Edina, I reckon is like, no chance.
No chance I'm watching that, right? I know. It's crazy. I'm like, why?
I feel like the Bemidji is like, oh, they have a nice little group coming up in this age group. That's interesting.
Vivian Jungle's 15 questions, 60 seconds. It's their #1 video on our website. Oh, my God. How creepy is that?
#1 answer on the board.
Yes. It's like, wow. How is she any different than Sloan Matthews? There's no difference.
Oh, that's funny.
Or whatever. So.
Okay. #6, St. Louis Park will play Wayzata, the #3 seed, on Thursday. These are all on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Robbinsdale Armstrong Cooper, the Wings, will play Edina. The 7 seed of Robbinsdale will play Edina, the 2 seed. Blake, the #5 seed, will play Holy Angels, the #4 seed. Hopkins, the #8 seed, will play Benilde St. Margaret's, the #1 seed.
Oof.
Yeah.
Before we talk about, every one of these games, let's talk about the seeding. Did seeding change yesterday afternoon?
I think they did.
When Edina beat
I think it.
Wayzata?
I think the 2.
It was a 1-0 game, right?
I think I think it did because Wayzata beat Benilde, didn't they, Carl?
They did. So if Wayzata won that game,
they would have been the #1 seed.
They would have won 2 out of 3 against Edina too. Yeah, I think they had a good case for #1.
And then Edina would have been the 3, and Benilde would have been the 2.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So one game changed everybody's opponent.
And
everybody's opponent. Blake must have been there. We know Holy Angels was there at the game. Like, everybody was there watching that game.
Yeah.
Benilde was there.
Yeah.
For sure they were there.
Yeah.
Right? A, to watch their potential section final or semifinal opponent, and B, to, hey, cheer on good old Edina. Right? What do you think Adam Marshall and Tristan Sarles were cheering for yesterday? Part of them wanted their buddies to win, but part of them wanted them to lose hard,
And so much of this section this year has been, if this team plays this team, this is what we see probably will happen type of thing. And yesterday really painted the roadmap for certain teams.
Yeah. You guys have strong opinions on this one. I can't wait for this.
We'll get to that. So, St. Louis Park.
But I think these 4 games are chalk, fairly close.
I think they're chalk. St. Louis Park has a great goaltender. Not going to make a difference in this.
Sorry.
Wayzata wins that game.
Yep.
Armstrong Cooper gets rolled against Edina. I think the name on the front of the jersey type of thing matters there.
Yep.
Blake and Holy Angels, they've played once in season, and that's what decided the seeding. Holy Angels won. Interesting note for this, Carl, when was the last time that Holy Angels had a home ice section game?
That would be 2011, Danny.
Yeah. Wow. It's been that long.
11 years.
So I would expect that Richfield's going to be probably popping for this game.
Yes.
Which would be cool to see. And Holy Angels has had a great year. They're a 21-win team. They play not a great schedule, but 21 wins is an impressive year.
Yep.
And then Hopkins, they need to be in a different class,
probably.
Yeah.
This teams like Hopkins and Jefferson, Irondale, Roseville, they need their own place. They really do. And I've said this now a few different ways, and I just believe it.
I really do.
There's such a divide now.
I know.
There's such a divide.
Imagine, if those teams found success in Class A and
It'd
how
be great
much
for their youth programs.
it would be so
great
good
for hockey.
Yeah,
it really would be.
It really
I hate
would.
expansion of the state tournament and all that stuff, but just think about it. Roseville's playing Irondale to go to state. That'd be cool. I'd love to watch it.
That'd be really fun.
That'd
be really fun.
I don't. How do you pick the 32 teams? That's for someone else. That's a different pay grade than I live in. That's for sure.
So let's address the 3 o'clock Bloomington Ice Garden game on Saturday. That's going to be Holy Angels. Do we see Holy Angels coming out of this one?
I do. I think they've had a better year.
Yeah, I think they've had a better year. I wouldn't be surprised if Blake comes out.
No, but
had a good finish beating Gentry twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Maskey is a great player. Carter Cranky is a great player. Svenval is good on D.
Yeah.
Henry Lechner might be a difference maker in this game.
Yeah.
And Bryce Hessen is going to be, he's had a great year as well. So for Holy Angels. So I think.
How cool would it be for Grizz? He finally gets to this stage, because he's worked his butt off at Holy Angels. He really has.
Yeah, and at Minneapolis, too. I think, this would be Minneapolis Academy.
You messed that up twice
today. I have.
Yeah.
But yes, I would.
Chicago.
I would be happy.
It'd be a good building block for Holy Angels to get to this stage and to see,
It's something to build on for next season.
Yep.
Whoever plays Benilde this game, I would see close to running time. Okay? Not even close.
I think it, kind of like Jefferson, Eden Prairie. I think it's going to be like 6-1.
Yeah. Sorry. So Benilde we see in the section final. That's a no doubt.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't want to go, 10-1 somebody, because guess what happens in a 10-1 game?
Yeah.
The elbows get high.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You disrespect your opponent, all of a sudden your best player gets laid out with 2 minutes to go.
And not to be all Lou Nanny on this, but you disrespect an opponent, you often overlook your next.
Correct.
And so I think it will be close, but 6-1 seems appropriate.
I do too.
So that's a 90-10 in the section final.
Probably the best game Saturday. I mean,
it's going to be one of the closest. I wouldn't be surprised
I'm looking at
overtime.
my rankings, my state rankings.
Might be 1-0.
Yeah.
Wayzata at 7 versus 10. That's the best game in a semifinal, isn't it?
Easily.
Centennial's not ranked. Maple Grove Centennial game is good, but that's not as juicy as that.
Will Ingman is the better of the goaltenders, and so that's what's going to keep this game close. But that top line for Edina of Fetchko and Clark.
Who scored the goal yesterday for Edina? I remember Grizz sent us a text on that. I don't remember.
I would have to let's double check on that.
Fetchko.
Wouldn't be surprised if Trey did it. It was in the first period, and it was Jackson Nevers.
Nevers, that's right. On a snipe. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so here's my theory on how this section is going to break out. And this has always been my theory, that Edina would have the upper hand over Wayzata, but Benilde has the upper hand over Edina. Wayzata has the upper hand over Benilde, but they have, and then Benilde,
So you're saying because of that,
yeah,
you're saying Edina's going to state.
No, I'm saying that Benilde's going to state.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
but they're going to play Edina in the section final, is my prediction.
Okay.
And that game is.
I'm just trying to imagine at Big, how packed that place would be.
You're going to have to get there right after work.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Whenever they start selling tickets, that's when you got to get there.
Yeah.
You just got to sit on it for 2 or 3 hours. Bring your lunch.
Yeah.
Get your Jimmy John's. Right?
Yeah.
Get your Jimmy John's right down the street and just camp out.
Are they a sponsor?
They are not. They are not.
They're a sponsor of Tony's Life.
That's the first Jimmy John's I've had in a long time.
Which is good for you.
Yeah.
But that's how I see it right now. Would I be surprised if Wayzata was there and Wayzata went to state? No.
None of the three. None of the three.
No.
There'd be no.
This is a 3-3-3.
Yeah, it is a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3.
There are no upsets here.
No.
Really.
No.
There's no way Holy Angels could craft their way through.
The deepest scoring team is Benilde by far.
Mm-hmm.
The scary part with Benilde is a sophomore goaltender, but McElroy has been playing lights out right now.
YHH goalie of the year in 2021, you mean? That kid?
Yeah.
I think he's played in pressure situations. I know not like this, but...
Yeah, not like this.
And he was at St. Mike before that one in his youth career. He got a ton of pressure points in those games.
Benilde is severely snake-bitten in section finals right now.
Uh-huh.
And
10 years, isn't it? This is the Bessie. It is the 10-year anniversary, remember?
Yes.
Yep.
It is.
And they've been to the section final
at least once.
No, they were
More than,
they lost to Blake.
Edina, they got beat.
They lost to Blake
and Edina.
Yeah. And so like this is a team that
last year.
And
3.
Yeah, 3 years in a row.
And they should have been into the 16. They got upset by Cretin in 16. So they should have been 4.
Should have been 4. So this is a team that's really playing for something right now.
Yeah, their own legacy.
Yeah. And Benilde teams are great when their defense is good, and this is one of the best defenses in the state, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I don't have confidence in them right now, though. I think it's going to...
Is the soft second half schedule catching up to him a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, the Chaska game makes me nervous. Okay, the Chaska game makes me nervous. I still think that they are favored against Edina. You know, my track of Edina beats Wayzata, Benilde beats Edina.
Look at this. No offense, Pat, but look at this track to the section final. Hopkins, Holy Angels.
Yeah.
That's not exact. I mean,
they're not tested.
Their JV could give them a tougher run.
Yeah,
and no offense, their JV is really good.
Yeah, and Blake and Holy Angels know this about Benilde. They are a much better team this year.
And the fact that Edina and Wayzata get to freaking throw down
again for the 4th time of the season.
Yeah,
and 2 of them have been close. 1 was not, but 2 have been extremely close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys having Wayzata Edina? What's Tony?
I'm going Wayzata. I think Wayzata's going to state.
Jump on the bandwagon. You know I've been there all year.
I think
here's my fun Wayzata fact.
Go for it.
Past 6 years, they've won the section 3 times. Not once have they been the top seed.
Yeah.
That's a track record.
Yeah. They don't care. Pat does not care what seed he is. They could be the 7th seed.
Wouldn't matter. Football and ice, that's what they play.
Yeah.
They play just like Pat played. I've said this a million times. They're skilled enough because he had plenty of athletic ability. He played for the Gophers. But he was rugged, and he played hard, and he played heavy.
And I think one of the difference makers for this Wayzata team is Will Ingman's performance this year. He has really turned it on. Somebody was asking me yesterday, like, who are the top goaltenders next year? It's got to be
one of them.
Ingman and the Hammer, Slukinski.
Yep.
And he has really proven out his play this year compared to the last year. I got to see him a couple times last year, and it's a lot different.
You know, I know they beat St. Mike the night we saw him, but he made some great saves in that game.
I agree, and that's what keeps him close against Jimmy Clark and Trey. And...
yeah, I just think they're going to have enough. I think they got enough.
So that game's going to be the 7:00 game at Braemar. So that game's going to be going on at the
Braemar.
Big.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That'd be news.
Big.
That would be news.
Big. So that game's going on at the same time as the Fogarty Maple Grove Centennial
game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Identical,
grudge matches there.
Those are great games.
If Wayzata wins, they go to state.
Yep. I don't think there's any doubt.
If Edina wins, Benilde goes to state.
I agree.
Edina can't go.
I don't see Edina going to state. I'm sorry, but that's just my take right now with watching Edina. And I've seen Edina play a number of games.
I have submitted my pick for Wayzata going to state.
Yep.
I've submitted that.
I'm going to go with Benilde.
There are 2 of them on this podcast. Yeah.
I'm going Benilde.
2 Wayzatas built and no Edina. Can you believe that? When's the last time we've picked all against Edina?
And
maybe we won a couple years ago when they were 4 seed. They didn't.
Yeah.
That was the Blake year. Was it the Blake?
Yeah.
That was the Blake year.
Yeah. I think one of the scarier Wayzata games was the one that they beat Ben Brinkman and shut that Edina team down.
Hang on a second. This total random 6AA thought. Was
Sure.
Tristan Bros on that team in 2020?
Yes.
Yes.
That team was so...
Miller, Bros, and who was the third guy?
Miller, Bros, and
Right.
what's the kid? The kid who had the tummy shot.
Gavin Best.
Gavin Best.
Jack Saber, Svendal's brother, and Svendal, Will Matsky. You had a goal.
Bros was left early.
Oh, Bros left.
He was gone on that.
Yeah, he was gone.
But he was not on the tournament team.
But
yes, I saw an Instagram post about that. Yeah, think about that 2020 team. I'm like, wow, Bros wasn't on that team.
But Axel Reed was in net.
Yeah.
He was a 5-year starter.
Yeah.
For them.
Have you heard that? He was a 5-year starter? He was a 5-year starter.
Well, it was, but that's insane.
Might have been a 5-year starter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sorry to get off the 6AA. I didn't think he was on that team. Bros.
No, he was not.
He went to Fargo by then.
I'm so words cannot express my disappointment that this game, the section final, will be at big in Braemars. Just words cannot express disappointment.
Agreed. Agreed.
So
that'll do it, right?
Shall we hold a moment of silence?
We will, and it will quickly turn into 7AA. But here is 6AA.